Hey there, everybody. It looks like we made it. We made our Indiegogo project goal. So well done. Thanks to everyone who contributed. We raised, last I looked was 2,153. We had a last moment after the fact addition, which was great. I didn't know that could actually happen, but apparently it worked. So uh, thanks to the person that did that. I think it was the dad of one of my kid players and kid play testers, which is awesome, and campers, RPG campers. So yeah, so this video is just to let you guys know that we made the goal. So the goal originally was $1,500. So like I said, we ended up with 2,153. I think that's like 139, 140% over. So very cool. Well done. So yeah, so now let's discuss in brief what you get. And I know when you've gone to the Indiegogo site for the Savage Kingdoms core rule book, third edition, you would have seen all this broken down. But let's just kind of go over it really quick, and I have a few things to add. Good news, actually. So if you were a $10 supporter or contributor, I think it's what it's technically called. You were a Savage Warrior or a Savage Warrior. And as a Savage Warrior, you get the stripped down PDF. That is available in June, which is next month. And actually, it's actually available right now, here at the end of May. However, so I mentioned that it was 517 pages. So the original one I was going to send out actually was kind of already pretty much done. But I now have a version where I've added even more. So I just may wait, just give you guys that one. That'll be pretty much the final PDF as it would appear in the actual hardcover book when it actually comes out. So as advertised, the $10 level, you get a stripped down version of the PDF of the core Savage Kingdoms 3 core rule book. Stripped down meaning that there's no artwork in it. There's like a logo and there's like a banner on the first page, and that's it. It's just all information. So which is why it's a $10 level. So that's awesome, but and it's not done yet. It's not laid out yet, obviously, because the actual PDF digital version and the hardcover rulebook is not slated until August, and I'll get to that in just a second. So that's what you get is the Savage Warrior, the $10 contributor. That's your perk. All right, the second one, Savage Sorcerer. Savage Sorcerer, that's the $25 level. Thanks to you guys also. You get the stripped down PDF of both books, meaning that you get the core rule book, as just mentioned, and you also get the Savage East. The Savage East is the campaign expansion book. It covers the eastern continent and the southern continent, the continents of Hassan and Imanju, and the isle continents of Ragnagard and Mezca. So it expands the world because the core rule book, and I know I've mentioned this many times, is the western continent of Astagonia, which I have some maps here to show you. Maybe you've seen it before. This is just a printed out version. Here's one of my originals, actually. I just happen to have laying here. So that's my original pencil art version. As you can see, it's tattered. It's really pretty old because most of the setting is actually much older than even the Savage Kingdoms rule set itself, which goes back to 2014. So the setting actually is much older than that, but it has built and grown over the years. And when I finally made the Savage Kingdoms role-playing game, the mechanics of it, the actual game system, it actually solidified it even more and added some things to it to specifically fit the setting and game mechanic engine joined together. So yeah, so that's what you get as a Savage Warrior, the $25 level. You get both stripped down PDFs of both books, the core rulebook and the Savage East. Stripped down again, meaning there's no art, but all the information will be there. So very cool. That will be available in July. So and the reason why, because I'm still writing the Savage East. I'm maybe a third of the way done. But since we're all in self-quarantine as of late, I've had more time. So it's scheduled to be August, but it might be July. To be honest, I don't want to oversell it and it not be July, but there is a possibility, I'd say 40%, 50% chance it might be available towards the end of July. Otherwise, it'll be August as advertised. Okay, the next level is Savage Knight. Savage Knight level was you people, you awesome folk who contributed $60. Thank you for that. Is also this gets you both PDFs, as mentioned, the stripped down PDFs of the Savage East and the Savage Kingdom's core rulebook, and also hardcover, the hardcover book. That's going to be great, isn't it? Now, so that's the gem really in the pommel. So because I'm a big, like probably a lot of you, I'm old school. I like big old hardcover books. Here's the Reforged, which I've showed off before in videos, I think. Pretty thick. This one probably won't be as thick because I actually honestly think this is a little too thick, even though I love it otherwise. It's a beautiful book. It's got like great reviews, blah, blah. But it's, in my opinion, it's just a little too big. So the core rulebook will probably end up being like 3/4 that, which is still pretty sizable. It's got jam-packed full of information. Setting information, fluff, as well as crunch rules, the whole thing. So the hardcover, I'm advertising graphic designers. Actually, speaking with one tonight. There's a couple others I've worked with as well, maybe in the past. We'll see what happens there. So, yeah, I have in my mind kind of what I want it to look like, but you never know once you start working. That's what I love about collaboration as an actor as well as an artist. You don't really know. You work with people and you end up more likely than not, you end up with something even more amazing than you would have thought. So that's the power of a collaboration. Um, Sometimes with collaboration there comes occasional conflict, but with conflict comes resolution and therefore awesomeness. So yeah, so that'll be kind of cool. The hardcover core rulebook of Savage Kingdoms 3. Okay, the next level is the Savage Lord. Savage Lord. Not only do I have to call you Lord or Master or my Lord the rest of my existence. Just kidding, I added that last part. I'll do it though. You gain all of the above mentioned. You get both PDFs and the hardcover, and you get a T-shirt, which is kind of awesome. I used to kind of think in the original Kickstarters, like the first time I did T-shirts, I was like, yeah, that'd be because I love T-shirts. That's like about all I wear. And so I thought people would like them, and then I realized that I don't think people are that big a deal about them anymore. But then it kind of like has come back, like T-shirts are come back. I don't know, and it seems like more people want them now, which is cool. So I'm set up. You may already know I have the Savage store set up through Bonfire. It's actually I think it's on the SavageKingdoms.net website. It's mentioned on the Facebook company page as well. So I have the Savage store, or I may rename it Savage Apparel or something. But anyway, there's a online store already set up. I've got 6 designs, maybe 7 already on there. So originally my idea was just a basic T-shirt with the Savage Kingdoms logo, like we used to have. It was a black shirt and it was cool. A lot of people liked it. I mean, I had 500 shirts and most were given away. Actually, I don't know if it was that many. It was 250. There's a lot of shirts. And some went away as Kickstarter rewards because this is through Kickstarter back in the day. And then others were left over, and I either gave them away as prizes during RPG camps that I run, or just friends who have been players or playtesters, and even sold some. People wanted to buy them. So now I have the opportunity of getting different designs. So if you want something other than and we'll talk about all that later when I get people's emails and all that stuff. So if you want a design other than the basic one I was going to do, when I say basic, it isn't. It's cool. It's one of the offerings on the store. Instead of just the crossed axes logo, which is amazingly awesome. It's that Savage Kingdoms logo by Mike Maurer. He did that for me back in 2014, and so if you don't want that, there are other designs which you can go to the Savage store and check out if you want. And I can send you the link if you are interested. So the other designs are Fire in the Head Productions logo, which is the name of my little company. That's right there. That produces Savage Kingdoms, and who knows, maybe I'll produce other things in the future. So that's why I kind of have it as a little umbrella company. So there's a shirt with that on it. There's the Facebook banners with the cool mountains and the blood splash and the logo. And then there's the one with the chainmail armor, the leather I really love those. Those are really awesomely done by Mike Maurer. So those are an opportunity. There's one that says Savage Kingdoms 3 on it, I think, with a small logo. So anyway, point is there's different options. And if I don't hear from you, I'll just give you the normal one, but don't think when I say basic one, it's just as good as the others. It's this cool logo right there for the business cards. All right. Where was I? That was Savage Lord, because that's so that's again, recap, both PDFs, hardcover book, and the T-shirt, all for just $100 contribution. So cool. The last level is and that's available in August. Did I mention that? Yeah. Well, I'm mentioning it now. So that's available in August because uh, that way that I have to have time to get the book. Last time we published the Reforged book, it like first part. I don't know if you've ever done self publishing. Like the first part of it goes pretty well, like for me, because it's just the writing. I mean, just the writing and your edits. That's mostly on you, and then you hire a graphic designer, and they're awesome usually, but there's communication going back and forth, and you have to check artwork, and then they find proofreading stuff that you thought you missed, and there are like 25 errors to fix, and so anyway, there's a lot of going back and forth. The next thing you know, you're like, wow, this is like a month later than I thought. So August is I think it's probably gonna happen. There's maybe a small chance of end of July. I doubt it, but maybe small chance of end of July. So anyway, the target though is August, sometime in August when it'll be done. All right, the last level is the Savage Godling. Savage Godling. I was going to call it Savage Deity or something, but Godling just to me was kind of funny. Savage Godling, because you're a god for 150 bucks, but there's a godling because a god would be like just beyond money, right? Anyway, so $150. Thank you. There's a couple people that did that one, and that's amazing. So as a Savage Godling, you get the all of the above mentioned, and you get 2 hardcover books. So in other words, you get the both PDFs, and by this point, you would probably get the full PDF because it would be done of at least the core rule book. You get the T-shirt, and you get 2 hardcover books. So for $150 in retail, that's probably, now that I think about it, I'm like, wow, that really is a bargain. Retail, that's like $120 worth of things, 125. So well done. Now I'm rethinking it all. No, it'll be fine. So that's it. So thanks for contributing. We made our goal. After the Kickstarter sort of failure, so to speak, that just failure just means reevaluating or restarting. So we went to Indiegogo. We made it. We didn't quite raise like to the level we had at Kickstarter, but we got pretty close. Got pretty close, and it's good enough to. I think it's good enough to hire an artist or two and a graphic designer. Probably won't be any money left over after that, which is totally fine with me. This is mostly a labor of love, and hopefully I'll make at least a little bit of money off some sales. So anyway, it's enough to do what I said I wanted to do with it. So thank you guys, and thanks again for supporting. And look for emails coming, and the PDFs will probably be coming out very soon, probably in the next few days, for the Savage Warrior level people. And again, thanks guys. Thanks a lot. And I will talk to you all again soon as I can find the button. All right. Thank you.